Yes, people, we are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the ManDem United podcast. It is the podcast dedicated to all things Manchester United. So please keep all your comments, all your questions, Manchester United related, please, people. And it is the Thursday edition of the show. So I'm joined by man like Rhino is in the building as well. Yes, family, what are you telling me? You good?
Come on, man. What's good, man? What's good? We're live, man. We're live. Big up
Done,
the
no?
Sarcasm City massive, you feel me?
No, large with the Sarcasm City massive, 110%. For real, I might use that actually. The Sarcasm City massive. I'm a coin
yeah.
that. You know what I'm saying? When I say that, I
Yeah.
say word to my guy Rhino. But you blessing
Yeah,
everything,
yeah.
fam, yeah?
Come on. Yeah, man. I'm blessed, man.
Yeah, man.
Just here, ready to have this conversation. It's gonna be an interesting conversation, you know.
Very much
Yeah.
so, man. Very, very, very much so. As you can see from the title, people, Lisandro Martinez and Luke Shaw back. How much of a difference will they make? So we'll be discussing that. Of course, Jim Ratcliffe, Ineos, and Manchester United are now back in action because the international break is over. Obviously, taking on Everton at Goodison Park on Sunday as well. Big up to Warrior J in the chat. Big up all the regulars. Big up all the new people locked in. But whether you're watching this live right now or watching this back after the live, hit the like button on the video, people. Let's run up those likes, please. Share this across all the socials as well, all the social media apps you are active on, and subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV as well. And when you subscribe, make sure you hit the notification bell as well. Make sure you subscribe to Rhino's channel, MGTV. Warrior J has already put it in the comment section as well. I will add it, people, to underneath in the description and put it on the featured channel page as well. I'm going to do that tonight. There's the links. Everyone you see on here on a regular basis, people, their channel is underneath, not just on the show they're on, every single live stream. The channel is underneath in the description. I'm going to add Rhinos as well, people. Big up to Warrior J, who says here, Facundo Palestri sustained an injury whilst on international duty. Obviously, some more information on Luke Shaw as well. Big up to Prime. I see you in the cut as well. But yeah, we'll start with the two. Well, I know Luke Shaw's supposed to be returning, unsure on Martinez, but we'll start with Lisandro Martinez, Rhino. Your thoughts? How much of an impact do you see him having on this team from both a defensive and offensive standpoint? Go on.
To be honest, I think he's gonna have a very crucial impact. I'm gonna find some tweet. There's a tweet that I was reading, and it showed the impact of what Shaw and Martinez does in regards to when we build up our play and certain kind of formations we go into. Like, for example, Casemiro being left by himself. When we got Martinez, he's not left by himself. You know, sometimes they join in like a pivot as well. So it was very interesting to kind of read that article or that tweet and the way the person broke it down. I'm going to find it. You could probably put it up. But obviously we know United were crap, innit? We're crap. Our main problem, I would say, as much as we have our defensive priorities, our main problem is scoring goals. But last season we saw that the defense is what kind of helped us get along. You know what I'm saying? So, I think it's crucial. Do you know what it is for me? I feel like they can make a difference, but based on the luck that we have and just the way everything's going, like, I just don't know if it's gonna click. You know, but I'm hoping. I think it will. Yeah, I don't have no faith, man. Obviously, Martinez is a very good footballer. I think for me, he's somebody I would keep. If I'm keeping members of the squad, he's definitely one of my people that I'll keep. He's very good on the ball. He's confident. He's tenacious. And obviously, we know that he started off bad this season because he was playing through injury. So hopefully he can, recover from injury and he can get back to his best form. And on top of that, I just hope he's not injury prone. Because, with these new players, we don't really know them that well, Martinez has only had 1 year with us, so we don't know if he's injury prone or how he's going to take to the Premier League and stuff like that. So all of that matters for me. But yeah, man, I think they'll definitely make a difference, man. Martinez is confident on the ball. That will probably bring out more of the best out of Onana as well. I think they've played together anyway. So
yeah, they both been at Ajax. Yeah, both been at Ajax.
Yeah, so I think it's going to be crucial because, like I said, the position Martinez plays, obviously, when you're trying to catch him like one-on-one, he's not really the best. He's very good at kind of having his duels, but when it comes to him being run at, I feel like the best you see for Martinez is when he positions himself well. So he might not be the fastest. Yeah, his positioning is good, but I think that was off because of the fact that he was playing through injury and all of that stuff, and it
Agreed.
can do a lot to your confidence. And on top of that, it's his first season in the Premier League, so we don't know realistically, you know, if we see him come back into the team and he starts to play well, then we know he's made for the Prem, because sometimes what it seems like with Man United is like the first season, everyone balls out, everyone plays to a decent level. So let me not say ball out, because that's
That's a bit excessive.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's ever balled out at United since Ten Hag has come. Maybe you can have some sort of arguments with certain people, but anyway,
maybe a Casemiro. That's it.
Yeah, Casemiro was class.
In his first season.
He came, he said he's gonna save the team, and he came and saved the team. So but yeah, like someone said, like Peter said here, like can he hit the heights that he hit last season? So I feel like we just need to see him play. But realistically, if he does get back to his best form, he should make a substantial difference. I wouldn't say the biggest, but a key difference in solidifying our defense and the way we play out from the back as well.
Yeah, because I think substantial is definitely, I think, at least that. I think it will be. We did see him at the start of the season. He clearly wasn't right. You could clearly see that he had rushed back to try and help the team, which was not of the best. But again, you run that risk, because if he was playing at, let's say he was at 70% and it had made a difference and he performed to a good level, we'd all go, yeah, carry on. But you could clearly see it was off. So hopefully he gets back to last season. I see no reason as to why he can't get back to last season. I see no reason as to why. Actually, now I'll tell a lie. I see no reason as to why for him from an individual standpoint. Where I see him having struggles and not reaching the heights of last season is because of the team around him. With Varane not being around next to him potentially.
These players, man.
Yeah, with a Casemiro potentially not being in front of him, like you mentioned, like us just not being as good and as cohesive as a team. Can he make an impact? Yeah, but we will soon find out. Big up to Stephen, no Star Lord. I see you as well, and you also said as well, let me get to it. Yeah, Martinez line breaking passes is what we miss most. I do think that will help. The build up from the back, I do believe in regards to him playing the ball through the lines will help. So it's going to be, as Manchester United fans, hoping he gets back to that level. Because if he does, we're going to have quality last year. We're going to have another quality player this year. And I do expect them to help improve Varane, and help improve us overall defensively and the midfield as well. Casemiro and Amrabat if they're in front of him as well. You lot continue to get your questions in. Big up to Stephen. He says, been away on vacation, but I'm back now, fully supporting the channel. Hope you enjoyed your holiday, my guy. And it is good to have you back. But secondly, second player who they're saying could play some part against Everton on Sunday, actually, because I'm not sure how far away Lisandro Martinez is from actually getting back into the first team. But Luke Shaw, thoughts on him, Rhino? What are you saying?
It's funny because I was watching. Actually, no, I was on the show when was talking about it, but I was in and out. I remember because I had to pop out. But you guys were talking. You inside were talking about. No, was it this show? No, it wasn't even yesterday's show.
Was it not ManDem Talk, or was it the Unfiltered podcast? Or was it one of Saeed's shows?
It was you were on Mo's show. I think he was on Mo's show. No, maybe I'm thinking of.
It might have been Staffy's or it might have been Mo's yesterday. Yeah. We see people that me and Rhino on so many shows, we don't even know what show. Yeah, but there was a live show.
You might remember, but you was talking about basically how Luke Shaw's a better centre back than he is a left back. Yeah, I can't remember which show it was, and that was very interesting to me because he slotted into centre back and it just fit him well. And I wouldn't say he's a bad left back, but in terms of the quality that we want to get Manchester United at, he's not fully there. But I feel like sometimes people downplay Luke Shaw a little bit secretly. I wouldn't say he's nowhere near world class or anything. Obviously, he's not consistent. But like when he's playing well, he can do a decent job, a decent good 8 out of 10, especially when I remember there was a game where he went from left back all the way to the final third, and it was part of the build-up, and then he scored a goal. He got like if I see more of that from Luke Shaw, and I like the way that he looks after the football in terms of assisting. He's got a little, the way he executes. I like it, but he's just not consistent. That's the problem. And you see Luke Shaw, when he gets comfortable, he starts to fall off. And man, centre back Luke Shaw, get a good left back, probably put Reguilon next to him. We might be, and then but they're both. What foot is Luke Shaw? Is he right?
No,
he's left-footed, isn't he? So him and Martinez wouldn't work. If one of them was right-footed. Yeah, that would be sick. That might be a good centre-back pairing, them two as centre-backs, and then Reguilon on the left, and then obviously probably like Wan-Bissaka on the right. You feel me? But yeah, I don't know. With Luke Shaw, I'm not sure. With Luke Shaw, I'm not sure. I feel like I don't know. He's just Luke Shaw. Sometimes you don't know what Luke Shaw you're gonna get. You feel me? Like there's certain games he plays where he's attacking well and he's defensively poor, and then vice versa. There's certain games where he's defending well, but it's like when he's attacking, he's not really confident. But one thing I like about Luke Shaw is when he is confident, he's not scared to hold onto the ball. You know, when he's got the ball there, the byline or the left back, and you know when he's trying to clear out the ball, he don't panic. He's very composed. So if we can see that, how old is he now? Actually, let me search because I think that's important.
He's like 29 or something like that.
Yeah, these men are getting old now, man. They're getting old, man. Yeah, I don't know. Luke Shaw, I just need to see what he's on when he comes back. With him, I can never guess. He could return and he's great, like decent, or he can return and he needs time to wean in. But I don't know. You might remember better than me. Does he normally, when he comes back from injury, does he normally return at a good level? Like, could you? Like, I don't know. I can't. I feel
to me, he returns at Luke Shaw level.
Yeah,
that's why I look at him.
It's just
it's Luke Shaw. You said it there. Yeah. Like sometimes he's good, sometimes he's not so good. He'll play well. I do like him as a centre back. Let me just clarify that. For all the criticism I give him, if he was just back up to Martinez, I'm all for that. At left back, I don't want to see him at all. You know what I'm saying? Does not do enough going forward. Defensively, okay, he'll get done every now and then in regards to playing left back against a really, really good winger. But other than that, I don't mind him so much from a defensive standpoint, from a left back. But offensively, he don't give us nothing. Whether that's centre back, he don't give us nothing.
And even when he's running overlap, it seems like he's just waddling. Like, I'm coming this way. Just give me a sec. But when he does overlap, when there was a time when him and Rashford were linking up quite well, you know. But I just feel like he just needs to do more overlapping, because when you overlap with Rashford, it works, and then you do a nice cutback, like what Garnacho's been doing. So if him and Rashford can link up, and then you know when Shaw does that nice little cutback in, or he does that nice little chip into the box. But then again, I prefer Rashford on the right now because of the fact that I feel like Rashford's more of a team player on the right. So Garnacho and Shaw could do their thing, but Shaw just needs to be more of a left back. So if we're going to play him as left back, I just want to see him overlapping. I want to see him back and forth, you feel me? I want to see him invert, and I want to see him, I want to see him active, creating more options off the ball. You feel me?
You asking for a lot there, Rhino.
Yeah.
You asking for a lot, man. You asking for a hell of a lot from Luke Shaw. I don't know if he's got the facilities for that big man. Yeah, clearly, I think you are being super generous. I think you are being super generous to Luke Shaw. I'm talking about him overlapping options, him coming back into the side, and
the best ideal left back. I swear to you.
I think he don't offer enough going forward to me. I've said this, man. The overrated.
Regular's better than him forward. Definitely.
I don't know what it is and why. I don't know what Luke Shaw did.
It's the moments.
As to why our fans back him. Is it a moment?
It's the moments. It's the moments that he's had. There was one, like I said, that moment I was speaking about. He literally started the build-up play, knocked it around. I think Garnacho set him up, and then he scored as well. But the fact he started it, carried the ball all the way from the back, like he dribbled everybody. He has these moments, but he's just not consistent, man.
Yeah, and that's a big issue. Not consistent at 29, and you've been here almost 10 years.
Yeah, he's dinnered, man. He's dinnered.
Man said
29.
He's dinnered, yo.
Dinnered, man. Trust me. It's time to go, man.
He's dinnered. I'm using that, yo. He is dinnered. That's better than cooked. Man is dinnered.
Dinnered, yeah, cooked. Man. Trust me.
That's what it is. Let me check his age.
Food.
He is, man.
He might even be 30 this year, man.
Yeah, like I'm looking. Oh, he's 28, but he's gonna be 29. So he turning 29 in July. So he's done. Yeah, so that's not too. Yeah, basically summer. He's turning 29, and we're still here talking about him being consistent at 28, 29 years old. He's been here almost 10 years. When are people just going to realize it's not going to happen? That he's never going to deliver.
28.
It's a wrap.
20s. Yeah,
it's a wrap, man.
I feel like short-term flawless. We need to, pick the best players, get through this season, and then this DOF needs to identify all the areas that we are lacking in and work towards it. Everywhere, we need left backs, we need right backs, we need squad centre backs, we need flipping another DM. We need wingers. We can't rely on Garnacho and Palestri. They're still Like I had a show yesterday, and I was talking to some of my panel, and big up my guy Firms. He supports Arsenal, and it's mad, yeah, because after you lot had the Bruno conversation, he's an Arsenal fan that rates Bruno, and he's one of the few Arsenal fans that rate Bruno. And he was like,
Yeah,
he's like, bro, I think Bruno will cook in another team. Like, I feel like Bruno's disrespect. I'm thinking, I hardly hear Arsenal fans talking like that. You feel me? But I don't know. Everything is subjective as well to a degree. But we need, we can't rely on Garnacho. We can't rely on Pelestri. Who we got Ahmad coming back. We can't rely on him as well. We got young G's. It will be nice if we can see an integration of the young G's playing, and we can see a system forming. That would be great. But we can't just rely on them. And he made a comment. The reason why I brought up my boy Firms, he made a comment about Garnacho. He was like, "Oh, you don't think Garnacho's it?" And I said to him, obviously people did overrate him, but last season he did get us out of a few holes. But at the same time, we still have to remember that he's still young, and that was his first breakout season in a sense. You feel me? So someone like Garnacho still needs time, same way Højlund needs time. So I wouldn't say I don't rate Garnacho. He's not made for it. He just needs time, you know. It's not every baller that's going to come into the squad and just ball and just do well straight away. You feel me? He still needs to learn about starting games. He still needs to learn that. Because Garnacho rushes. He's used to coming on the last 20 minutes and he's in a rush. He needs to know that when he's starting, don't worry, bro. You're going to have a lot of chances. Take your time. If you need to recycle the ball, recycle the ball. If you need to pass it, do your thing. Take a couple crosses here and there. What I like, what Garnacho has brought to the team is, you know, bringing it to the byline and cutting back. We need to see more of that on both sides. We need to feed Højlund. But then again, we can't rely on Højlund as well. So we need a striker. We need first team wingers that we can rotate with Garnacho and Pelestri and probably Ahmad. Who else is coming back?
Hear what you're saying, man. Hear what you're saying. Look how many times you said in the past 2 minutes, Rhino, we need. And you said first teamers, squad players, we all need with Manchester United if we break it down. We need a whole new, we don't need a whole new 11. We need a whole new squad pretty much.
But can I ask you something flawless here? Obviously you're eating, but do you think like, all right, in an ideal world, you want you know I'm coming with a mad hypothetical. In an ideal world, we need FC. I love that one. We need FC. We need FC. We should make a kit and put a
FC. And don't worry, everyone in the chat will get to your questions as well. Of course, super chat. We'll make sure we get to it. But keep the questions rolling in.
We're warming up.
Manchester United, big up to Rich. I see you as well. And you said we're going to make it volatile for teams coming to Goodison. Oh yeah. We could easily lose that game, but we'll get Rhino's thoughts on it shortly. But
go on. I'm going to talk about that. Let me finish this point. So I feel like I wanted to ask you. So everyone back fit or near enough fit? Yeah. Do you think? Because we know this team's not good enough, but do you think they should be good enough to at least get to top 4 this season if Ten Hag was to make the right decisions in terms of his lineup and start building like a proper system? Do you feel like these squad of players that we know are not good enough, but still should be good enough to at least get us to maybe top 4, top 5, and, you know, be beating all these small teams and competing with, you know, the likes of Arsenal? Because we've seen it in spells. Bayern Munich, you know, Arsenal, Tottenham. We've seen us play well against these teams. Yes, Absolutely. It's not for a sustainable amount of the whole game, but the fact that it can happen obviously shows that there's something there. So do you think that could be worked on and maybe developed so that we can, you know, get back to even doing it for 60 minutes? I remember last season, there was a lot of times we was doing it for at least 60 minutes and then 30 minutes was on the ropes, which was kind of fine because we're defensively sound. So what do you think? Do you feel like this team is still good enough to at least dominate certain games as long as we get the tactics right and pick the right lineup?
Yeah, if the manager was like got his act together and pretty much everybody's available, I think we could challenge for it. And I think it's various reasons why. Because one, we already seen last season what we can do from a defensive standpoint. So if you go back to being defensively resilient and getting clean sheets and making it tough for the opposition in terms of scoring goals, you have a shot. We still... Going forward, on paper, Højlund is an improvement on what we had last season. So therefore, that is more goals, even though I still think we struggle to create and struggle to score.
Why don't you think he scores in the Prem? Or do you think it's just waiting for that first goal and then?
No, I think it's just anybody starves in this team. We don't have creators. All of the players around him are shoot first.
So why
And when
do
I
we
say
score in
that,
the
people
Champions League and not Prem though? Why what do
counter
you think the
attack.
subs? What?
Because I think the Cope, when you look at it, one, the quality of the teams is just not good. Number one,
Yeah.
like exclude Bayern Munich, they're the exception, even though I don't think
And
they're
even
great.
Bayern didn't play well that day.
Yeah,
when
they
we
didn't
played
play
them,
well that day, and we scored 2 late goals. Like, so if you look at it in actual context, Bayern Munich, we got 1 goal, and then I can't even remember who scored the first goal, and then we scored 2 late ones with Casemiro just throwing it into the box. So that's not us attacking well. The set pieces. Galatasaray game, they gave us like one of them was just outstanding from Højlund, where he just picked up the ball and ran with it. I can't remember the second one, but they're not a good side.
That run, you know, that gives me old school vibes. You know, that little run, beat the last man and score.
Quality.
It's not always about getting in behind and trying to, you know, beat him by like lining yourself up in terms of not being offside. Just beating a man, dribble past him and score. I love that, man. We need to see more of that, man. So old school.
Yeah.
So Andy Cole. You feel me? Like, I swear to you, man.
The legend that is Andy Cole. So yeah, and I think also Galatasaray are just not a very good side. Plus they gave us space. And Copenhagen are probably easily one of the worst sides we faced this season. I think they're a terrible outfit.
Someone brought it up to me yesterday. I just wanted them to shush. Like when I think that game,
they're a terrible outfit. So in regards to it, also as well, on top of that, I think the quality of the Premier League's not good. That's why we also have a chance of top 4. Take out the top 3, who I think are clear of everybody else. So you take out City, you take out Liverpool, you take out Arsenal. Look at the rest of the teams. Do I think, even if you don't think we're the best of the rest, I don't think there's anybody clear of us. If you want someone says Spurs are better, cool. But we've already seen with Spurs, couple injuries, they will struggle. And they have the problem we have in terms of scoring goals. They have more creators, but they don't have goal scorers like that. Son is one, yes. Maddison, I'd also give you as a goal scorer. That's it. Charleston ain't popping up with goals like that. Kulusevski's not popping up with goals like that. And they don't have anyone else from their midfield area, as much as I rate Basuma, as much as I rate Sarr, who are scoring goals. Newcastle, we've seen it. Good side, and I think they're defensively stronger than they are offensively, and they have got a lot of injuries, but could we beat them? Could we pick them to top 4? Absolutely, we could. We did it last season. So why can't we do it this? Why couldn't we not do it this season? Then you look at your Aston Villas, your Brightons, again, teams that are in and around us. So that's what I would say. Could we, if the manager got his act together and the luck was in our way with availability? Yes. That's why I'm even more annoyed and frustrated at how we've approached this season. Because I look at the Premier League and go, imagine we was a competent unit. We'd be top of the league right now, in my opinion. We was a competent unit. And again, people, that's not me saying that Manchester United can win the Premier League or we will win it. No. But I always say this. You have to be there to take advantage if the teams who are better than you are not doing what they're supposed to do. That's how Leicester City won a Premier League. Because the rest of the big 6 didn't do what they were supposed to do. And they was there to capitalize on it. You have to be there to capitalize on it. Of course, I think it'll be City who win the league. Do I think City, Liverpool, Arsenal all fall off for Manchester United to win a Premier League? No. But look how close we are to everybody and us being bad. I think we're 3-4 points off the top of the league.
Yeah.
Bear in mind, we lost to Brentford. Who do we lose to? Crystal Palace at home and Brighton at home. So I don't think it's unreasonable to say if we win those 2 games, we win those 2 games, we're top of the league. Then we're singing a whole different tune. And to Kingdom, who says if our forwards could finish, we would be top right now. I disagree with that because our forwards don't get chances. For the Luton game, I agree. Højlund missed 2.
Certain games,
he missed sitters. 2. He missed 2 sitters in that game. Rashford missed 1 as well, but Rashford shouldn't be playing. So I put that partly on Rashford and I put that partly on the manager. But our strikers don't. It's not like Højlund's missed sitters.
Even Garnacho, I think, missed a sitter as well.
Yeah, he missed in that Luton game
and
as well.
And he don't really always miss sitters. Normally, he tries to take that shot from the left and he either gets it on target or he just woofs it over. But normally, he don't miss sitters. He's normally quite clinical, like we saw against Arsenal, like we've seen against Fulham last season and stuff like that. So, yeah, something's going on, man. Something's going on. And
let me flip the question on you, though.
Yeah,
what do you think? Do you think the same question you asked me? What do you think?
Yeah, man, we should be able to still.
If that was the case.
Able to. Yeah, we should be able to. We should be able to at least apply the same quality that we start games with for at least, 60, 70% of the game, minimum. And my thing is, with United, I prefer United to start slow and then turn up second half. I don't mind if we go back to that because I feel like towards the end we can start. If we're starting to turn up from the second half, we are more likely to just, whether we're behind or we're leading, just mash up the game and just kill it. You feel me? But when you start off well and then you fade towards the end, I feel like that's more dangerous, man. Like what they say about having a 2-0 lead. I feel like that analogy kind of explains why I don't like starting well and then ending bad. I'd rather start bad and then warm into the game. You feel me? But we can
about
most
start well
definitely
and
do
finish
it.
well. That's what we should do.
Yeah,
because these might get paid
realistically.
enough. Yeah, I'm saying you might get paid enough to play well for an hour and 30 minutes.
100%, and that's why I rate Pep. I rate Pep so much because he knows how to People don't realize why Pep's a good manager. I feel like 30-40% of the fan base just follow the fashion because it's Pep. But you need to analyze what he does. Do you know what it's like? He has these Man City players, and it's like he's got he's got a knob, yeah? He's got like a button, and he can turn the intensity up, he can turn it down, and they all follow it. So if they need to play at 60% for the first half of the season because they know they're going to turn up, it's like they're programmed. Do you know how much of a quality coaching that is to make sure that you guys don't turn up yet? We're going to play 10 to 15, 20 games, and you lot are not going to play well, but you're just going to control the game, see it through, and the second half, you're going to go ham. You feel me? For all we know, De Bruyne is just a part of the plan. Feel me? He's injured.
He's all a part of the master plan. He's fine.
You feel me?
He's fine.
Second half of the season with De Bruyne coming back.
Yeah, fresh.
Yeah. So
it's going to be fresh, yeah.
The mentality at Manchester United is broken, and it's like we can't even do the basics, let alone maintain tactics for a whole game. If we could at least start the foundation with the basics, switch on all of these switching off moments Varane's having. We've never been good at the far post, so I'm not even going to comment on that. That's Man United's weakness. If I was playing against United, I'm attacking that far post with set pieces, corners. We're terrible at the far post. You feel me? It's the switching off, the concentration, the mentality is all wrong. So we need to fix the basics. The team needs to concentrate for a whole game. Why can't they concentrate? What's going on? You're winning, bro. You're winning. You should be wanting to score more goals. You should be enjoying it. You know, when the game starts warming up and everything's just starting to kind of blossom in the game. United just we was 2-0 up against who was
Copenhagen.
2-0 up against? Copenhagen. Red card, we finished. You feel
because
me?
Adversity, Rhino, that's what it is. Adversity.
It's poor, man.
That's what it is. Adversity. We can't. Anytime we face adversity, we fold. Any single time we face adversity, as soon as I've likened it before with this analogy. We're on the ship. Man. As soon as it's rocky waters and something's wrong with the sail, we gotta go out on the deck. No one wants to go out on the deck and fix it. The minor thing.
I'm saying they'll rather jump in the pool the water and suicide. Go and hide in the cabin.
They hide in the cabin. They hide. He wants to do it now. We don't fancy it. It's raining. It's windy out there, and the boat's a bit rocky. Anytime we face adversity, I think we all collectively knew. I even spoke to you about this.
You know what is flawless? There's a monster outside. Let's stay inside.
Yeah, man, the Loch Ness monster. Yeah, just scared. I'm like, just stand up and be counted. The worst that can happen is you fall short and you lose the match or you draw the game whatsoever. Big up to AJ, I see you as well. And to Denver, who says just play volleyball counter. Yeah, I don't get why we don't just play on the counter attack like we did last season.
Games. That's it.
Yeah, agreed.
Win games. I don't care how it and that's why I love the fact you brought it up on the ManDem talk, because I've caught the ManDem out before. I said, raw. So ManDem, if we played good football and we're getting battered, I see the ManDems, not everyone, but some of the ManDems starting
it's a myth.
Cool. It's a myth.
Because Van Gaal had a style.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Van Gaal had a set of, so this whole thing of, just bring me a style and it doesn't matter. Van Gaal had a style. And because we wasn't getting the results and we was not scoring goals, people wanted him out. Let's not act like you can just lose games at Manchester United to incorporate a style. No, it doesn't work like that. This is not Brighton. This is not Aston Villa. This is not Brentford. No disrespect to those teams whatsoever. But you can't afford to go 2 months without winning a Premier League match at Manchester United Football Club. But you have a style, it makes it okay. No. Should a style be that should be automatic. alongside results. Then you have your style, whatever that style is. I don't care about you bringing it to having a style that is my preference. How about you just have your own style? And we just run with that, because then it makes it easier to identify players. Then it makes it easier for players to be successful on the pitch and perform to a higher level. That's just what it is. Again, people are just going to like their favorites. It's crazy. Yeah, Eli says, I think y'all have the squad for top 4. The manager's just doing the nonsense with this, abandoning his style of play. That's it. You know what I'm saying? That is it. And you mentioned
lost, man.
The pressure, cooked, dinnered. That's what he is. Dinnered. He's straight dinnered, man. Like the man is dinnered. He's fried, and we're literally watching him crumble live in front of our eyes. You see it on match days in terms of his lineups, his substitutions. The press conferences is an eye-opener. When he's answering questions, Rashford ain't scored in however long, and his response to that is, I'm just going to play him anyway because it will come good. What? What kind of, you wouldn't do that in any way, form of life. It's just, this is not working, but I'm just going to continue to run this till it works. Excuse me? Excuse me? What? I'm saying, like you said, dinner, you wouldn't do that anywhere else. You would change something up, but now I'm just going to play Rashford. And then what kind of message does that send to everybody else? All right, so this
playing Rashford till he, like, that's mad, bro.
So Rashford can score 1 goal in 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, and you just going to play him.
You know, it is flawless. When he came to when he was appointed as our new coach, I think he should have came with a wig, so that when he does lose that hair, at least he's still bald. Now he came in bald, and now it's like, bro, his brain's getting cooked, fried. He sat in that office and thought, God, I know he's looking back to when that first errors come to an end interview. Hey, I can't lie. When Ten Hag came, I was gassed.
Talk about it.
Mad pause. When he arrived at our team,
that is a bad pause. But you know what? Pause. I didn't want to pause. I didn't want to interrupt. So you carry on in it.
When he arrived, it was exciting, and I felt like, don't get me. Cool. I stopped watching football probably, I know it's the exact time. When just after Alex Ferguson left, I stopped watching United. I stopped watching football in general.
Right. Is it because of Moisey?
It wasn't direct. It wasn't related. But I just remember that time where I was kind of heartbroken, that Alex Ferguson was leaving. I think those are the times. I think he had a stroke as well, just before he retired and stuff like that. You feel me? So that's the time I kind of stopped watching football, and I feel like it wasn't related. And then I kind of got back into football as Ronaldo returned. You feel me? So that's kind of a timeline of how absent I've been away from football. My era is Fergie. You feel me? That's my era, like.
Facts.
But the reason why I'm saying that is because I wanted to ask you something. So when Van Gaal came, obviously when Van Gaal came and Mourinho came as well, I feel like I was still in and about some football, but I wasn't really paying attention. I was busy doing lifestyle, innit? So what I want to ask you is that when Mourinho arrived, when Van Gaal arrived, did you have that same level of excitement as to when, like, something's going to change? Was there belief?
For Mourinho,
the belief you had,
for Mourinho, yes, there was, because I'm a big Mourinho fan. So that was my dream. Like, I wanted him to take over after Fergie. Like, for those that don't know, I'm a huge Jose Mourinho fan. I still think his peak, his years from 2004 to 2010, I've never seen a run like it, in terms of electricity.
Even his personality,
Porto,
everything.
Chelsea, like Real Madrid.
Perfect.
Porto, Chelsea, Inter Milan, that run, I think was just unprecedented. And I think it's severely slept on because it's Jose Mourinho. So when we had signed him, I was like, yo, we got my guy, not realizing that Mourinho was dinnered at that point. Yeah, it was too late.
It was too late.
He was dinnered. He was past his best. He was dinnered. And we seen that Van Gaal, I didn't know too much about, but I was happy about it because, one, I knew he was super experienced. Players respect him. He's going to have us playing a certain way. And I just was so against Moyes that I was over the moon. I was Moyes out before Moyes got the job. That's how much I was against it. When it was Moyes is odds on, I'm screaming Moyes out. He's the only manager that we've had that I never gave an opportunity to. Because I looked at him at Everton and I was like, you're not good enough for where we're trying to go to. There's levels to this. How are we bringing in a manager who's never won a trophy after the most successful manager in our era? Like, what are we doing? Why? Like, so yeah. Van Gaal, I was like, again, I was just happy it wasn't Moyes. Mourinho over the moon about. Got them both completely wrong because they both ended in disaster pretty much. Because I wanted them both gone before they left. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, how long did it take? How long for both managers? How long did it take you to realize, nah, this ain't it? Was it earlier on in like the first season?
With Van Gaal, there was a point because I'm like you, but it was for footballing reasons. Because I was not doing this under both of those managers, I stopped watching because I was just didn't like what I was seeing. I'm like, why am I watching this? Letting this ruin my weekend.
Maybe subconsciously that's why I stopped as well. Realistically,
maybe
if I think back to
it might have been, and then maybe, and not even maybe, and then shout out to JV and Stro when we started Pi Radio from a Third Eye View on Pi Radio. That's when I started actually watching and engaging in football again.
Okay,
because I stopped watching under Van Gaal at a point. I stopped watching under Mourinho. I stopped watching under Oli. I stopped watching under all three managers because I was like, I don't like where this is going. This is terrible. This is not the way forward. And even now with Ten Hag, if I wasn't doing this, I didn't have to come on here and talk about this every day. I would have stop watching us. Why? I was still tuned in when those managers was there and still like watch highlights, check results. But I wasn't like sat down like, oh, United are on da-da-da. Be like, you know what, let me just go about my day. If I got something to do, let me just go do it. Why am I like, all right, getting up United at the 12:30 kickoff? You know, I'd stay asleep. You know what I'm saying? I just catch the highlights. And if we lost, like, all right, we lost, check the results, and that's that. Like, so yeah, with those managers, I wasn't with it. But before we continue, large up everyone that's locked in, over 40 people in here. Let's run up the likes. Like check 1 2 1 2. Let's get us up to 40 likes, people. Let's get us up to 40 likes. Because we're only at 28. Hit the subscribe button as well. Subscribe to the channel, Sarcasm City TV. Hit the notification bell. Continue to get your questions in. Please just keep it Manchester United related. Make sure you subscribe to Rhino's channel as well. That is MGTV, people. You see it right there on the screen, people. I will be adding it in the description underneath as well. Let's see what else you lot are saying. Big up to It's Just Me in the chat. She says, evening, Flawless and Rhino. Evening to you. What the fuck is Benny McCarthy doing in training? United won titles from free kicks and link-up play. Players are not doing either. I didn't even know this. But again, this ties into everything I've said in regards to when people say, oh, you Ten Hag in or you Ten Hag out. I'm saying get everybody out, including the manager, coaching staff, players, everybody at board level, the entire hierarchy, the ownership, everybody. Total clear out. Blow it up and start again.
Do you agree with that comment?
Which one?
That LVG should have had just before It's Just Me, Keegan. He says LVG.
I was gutted when we got rid of LVG. I wanted us to give him more time. Now you can't.
You think he needed more time?
No, that football is not. You gotta get results. Can't just not score. There was a graphic.
So what was the problem?
We didn't score goals, fam. There was legit.
So there was a good style of play, but the
style of play was on point. We went to when Juan Mata turned Anfield into Wanfield, and we went there and had like 60 or 70% possession and bought them off the park. We bought to Liverpool off the park at Anfield. I've never seen that ever before. The football from a stylistic standpoint was great, but there was a graphic going about, and I think it was like 11 or 12. It was like 11, 12 or 12 home games. And I think like 9 or 10 of them had 0 next to our names. I think we scored 1 goal. Like we didn't score more than 1. We didn't score under him. Like there was legit a picture. Was it under the Van Gaal era or Mourinho? And it was someone in the stand. It was an older guy at Old Trafford, live match, asleep. So he slumped in his chair and his friends had stuck plastic cups on him and stacked them. You know
I've seen that.
That's how you see what I'm talking. That's how asleep he was. I think it was the Van Gaal era. It was either Van Gaal or Mourinho. Boring. And when I say boring, people, not from an entertainment standpoint, I'm saying boring in regards to we just didn't attack. We didn't score. We didn't create. Kind of like now, to be honest. How we don't score goals now.
It's a Dutch thing.
Yeah, it might be a Dutch thing. It might be a Dutch thing. Like this whole and Van Gaal obviously was like playing possession-based football. All well and good. You got to put the ball in the back of the net. You got to create, and that's why.
After first season, you wanted him out.
Yeah,
similar to
I think it was no, because he won. I ain't gonna lie. At that point, Mourinho was available. I just wanted Mourinho. Even though he won the FA Cup. You know what I'm saying? He won the FA Cup and we sacked him.
Big up
like,
Eddie.
Big up Eddie every single time. Like, we literally won the FA Cup at Wembley and the United fans were singing Jose Mourinho's name. Fed up, man. And he won a trophy.
Yeah, I remember that story. Yeah,
man.
He left on a win. He left on a high, kind of. Yeah.
But it was time. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could see his style of play, but you gotta score goals. I bet if I check like how many goals he scored, it wasn't a lot. Like, I can't find that graphic. I'd love if one of you lot have it or can send it to us on Twitter, like in regards to, because that graphic's floating around out there. Just hella zero, just enough donuts. Didn't score. Kind of like us now. Same way we scored 13 goals in 12 games. And the reason why Hoyland's struggling back to the original question, we don't have creators in this team. The only creators we have in this team from an offensive standpoint, Ericsson, Palestri. Everybody else, all the other attackers we have, I shoot first. And when I say that, people, that doesn't mean they don't create. That doesn't mean they don't get assists. They do. Like, Rashford will get assists, Bruno, etc. I was gonna say Mount, but we know we don't get assists. You know, him and assists like oil and water don't mix. Like, that's just the facts of the matter. Like, we'll talk. Well, I seen the graphic. I think it was being Sport put out about him, but you know, we move. We just outrageous that I still can't believe that. And people tried to talk me down, yo, like I was the what? Where was I? Yeah, but yeah, they're all shoot first. We are a shoot, and when I say that, like, that's in their instinct. Like, Rashford's first instinct is to score. Same with Bruno. Same with Anthony. Same way. I'm not, and this is whether you rate these players or not. I'm just talking about instinct. Same with Garnacho. Like, their instinct is to shoot. Look at all the other teams. Look at all the top teams, and in their attacking areas, they have a mix of two. They'll have creative first, and they'll have scorers. They'll have shooters first. Like, shooters create. Creators also shoot and will score goals. But look at Manchester City. Like, Doku's creator.
Foden.
He creates first. Foden. You know what I'm saying? Bernardo Silva. Kovacic.
They only shoot if they feel like they can really score.
The only shoot first player they have probably in their team is Haaland.
Yeah,
it's probably Haaland. But then all the,
and even then Haaland's got mad composure as well. Haaland will know, you know what? I'm not gonna force it. Just because I can shoot, I'm not gonna shoot. Let's take our time, and that's what we need, man. That's all we need. I feel like it's so basic, bro. It's like it's annoying, man.
Even when you look at Arsenal, like, yes, for a Saka or Martinelli that shoot first, you have a Jesus, you have an Odegaard, you have a Trossard. There's a mix there. You know what I'm saying? Whether you rate those players or not, even Liverpool, even though there's less. Like, Salah's kind of like, he shoot first, but he will also create. So he's like a mix of the both. But then you got Diaz, who will look to create. You know what I'm saying? You got Jota, who will make. Jota's kind of a mix of the two. But then you've got, Nunes is kind of shoot first. But then you got a Szoboszlai. You have a Trent. You have a Robertson. You have a McAllister. These are create first. And yes, I'm going back to fullback. Well, our fullbacks don't give us nothing going forward. Back to Luke Shaw. You got 17 assists in 10 years. And people want to tell me he's a good fullback. What do you do? What do you do?
17. Brother.
What do you do? Eddie will get this one. Word to Russell Westbrook. Word to Russell Westbrook, man. You just out there running around. You're just tricking y'all. That's it, man. And he don't even run too much. He's just out there walking around. Him and Mount just been tricking people. You know what I'm saying? You go out there, run around and be English, and you're a good player. What are you doing? 17 assists. Bad. And people tell me, he's good going forward. I'm saying Mount has the same amount of assists and has the same amount of assists as, is it 1 assist? Is it 0 goals? Yeah, he has the same amount of goals in the calendar year as me and you, Rhino. What are we doing? Calendar year, 2023 people. Not the year, not 2023-24 season. Yeah, sure, Alberto Carlos and all that nonsense. Man's not even got 20 assists. Man don't even average 2 assists per year.
Nah, like, flawless. Like, I remember when Mount we signed him and he was doing all of the PR stuff and smiling and kiki, like, and then he's just shit on the pitch.
Because that's him. I bet you couldn't believe his look. Number 7 shirt, big bumper deal. Bumper deal.
His 7.
His what's the word I'm looking for? Not his revenue. His sponsorship deals went through the roof with that. His phone was ringing off. 100%.
I remember a few Chelsea, I think it was on this channel, a lot of Chelsea representatives were like, trust me, homeboy just likes the clout and just
he sucks. Like, yeah, man, he's no good. You know that. Like, I'm fully aware because I watched him. They didn't even need to tell me. I watched him. And it ain't no too different. Like, what he's doing at Manchester United or done at Manchester United is no different from what he did at Chelsea.
So what did Ten Hag think he was doing? Did he thought he was slick, like he saw something that no one saw?
Yeah, he thought he was slick.
Because if you do convert someone like Mount into a baller, yeah, that's it's genius. It's absolute genius. So you feel me? If Mount became a baller at United, I don't think people will say Ten Hag out. They'll say, bro, we need to keep homeboy. You feel me? But
props.
Mason Mount, no, but nah. I feel this. I'm stressed out right now, man. When I think about Mason Mount, I think about Anthony. Like even the little neek when he tried to argue with was it Doku that time? Like, it's just such a neek, bro. And then I think back to the Arsenal game. He's like, oh, he's a neek, man. It's Facts. So bad, you know.
It is. Like,
let me
even
see how
Kingdom
much he paid from Anthony, man.
Yeah, it was like 80, 90 million. Because Kingdom says, not going to lie, I'm locally inclined to think Mount number 7 was Glazers PR. They wanted a Beckham region. Nah. Let's not do this. Let's not blame the Glazers. That was Ten Hag signing. He liked him. We chased him all summer long. He wanted him when he liked him when he was at Vitesse. That's the manager's signing. Let's not do that. And if this is the case, and it is the Glazers signing, I want Ten Hag gone even more so. Because then you're being forced upon, you're being forced upon, players are being forced upon you that you don't want. And you're accepting that. Nah.
Anthony, 82 million.
There we go.
82 million, 95 million euros for that fidget spinner.
Outrageous.
Criminal. The fourth 100%. Most expensive signing in Premier League history. I don't know if that's still up to date. That's crazy, man.
Yeah, that is crazy.
18.75 mil and then 4.25 mil in add-ons. Them add-ons, he's not getting no add-ons.
Zero add-ons.
No add-ons, bro.
Zero add-ons. What we doing?
No bonuses, nothing.
None. Facts. No add-ons. What? No add-ons. Just quickly as well, Warrior J saying no issues, no serious injury for Onana was reported last week. He's working with the group at Carrington. He's fine and training regularly despite small injury with Cameroon. Hoyland, not too serious. Everton, right, pause. I come in very quickly, but we are working on that. We are not sure if he can play, but we hope he'll be back in the team next week. That'd just be great if he's missing. What is it? Martial, Anthony, Rashford, front three. That is horrible. That is horrible, man. That is horrible. Do you hear what I just said? Martial, Anthony, Rashford. Going into 2024, you know. Luke Shaw has been training for 2 weeks with the team. We're quite hopeful that he'll return to the squad for the Sunday's game. Yeah, great. Yay. I'm saying fantastic. And back to this, Edu said, you lot wonder why Ten Hag sets up differently in the Premier League and Champions League. Feel like we go all out attacking Champions League, but it's just chaos ball in it. I don't think he sets up differently. I don't think that's what it is, Ed. I think we just played two very, very poor outfits. Yes, Galatasaray beat us in one game. Yes, Copenhagen beat us in one game. Yes, Galatasaray will probably beat us next week, Wednesday. However, that doesn't make them a good team. That don't make them a good team. Like, that's what it is. We're just playing poor opposition. Yeah, go on, Ryan. Go on.
No, I'm just echoing what you're saying. And right now, I'm just having a moment where I'm just deep in everything. Like,
yeah, you contemplating it, man. This is therapy settings, man. This is therapy settings.
But no, we are.
I'm listening.
We're done, man. You know what's that meme? And it's like Manchester United, and he's like, he's just laughing.
The uncle meme.
We are laughing stock, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And I was talking to my boy, and he was like, "Trust me, you lot are just going through what Arsenal went through when like you're a big club, you've fallen, hope, and then reality." And then you go for reality, and then it can turn around. But I just don't see this ship turning around. And big up Nuruddin, like, and I know it's a broken record, but these Glazers have really messed up this club, you know. Like, really messed up this club. The choices of managers, the lack of care for the footballing side. It's all business. Like, look at all the Sanchos, like Di Maria's, like, this is we took the 1 billion. No, we took the piss, man. We are
Yeah, they took
absolutely.
liberties.
We're an embarrassment, bro. I swear
Facts.
down,
We are.
such
That's why I'm
embarrassment.
fully at acceptance. This is why I enjoyed when people are like, why did you enjoy last season so much? Why did you celebrate the Carabao Cup so much? Because I know football things can turn quickly. Look how quickly this turned around. If someone would have told me after winning that Carabao Cup that we'd be in this situation 23rd of November, I would have said, nah, crazy.
Nah, crazy.
I would say crazy. I said no chance. We're on our way. I thought we were back.
Look at that badge. Look at your kit. The kit there. Look at the badge. Do they know what this badge represents from old school days?
Nah,
when I look at that badge, I think of Ryan Giggs and that, bro.
They don't remember
when we had that white kit, and I thought we was onto something. Bringing back that. What do you know how legendary that white kit is? Like Ryan Giggs. Bro. We're reminisce needs FC and reminisce FC. That's what we
man.
are.
We need a lot. That's
I've
just
made up
what
my
it
mind
is.
today. We're reminisce FC. We're never gonna go. We're not going back to. We're reminisce FC.
Just accept where we're at. Just accept like the good times that we can have, because the thing is with Manchester United, as bad as the Glazers are, as bad as the board is, etc., and we'll get your thoughts on Jim Ratcliffe and everything. We still spend enough money to have success, and when I say that, we still spend enough to be better than what we are, to be a competent footballing unit, which we was last year. I will take that. That was a great start, and the manager just veered away from that. But if someone says you have that season again, I'll take that. Imagine we finish third and win the FA Cup this season. I go, all right, cool.
I'll take that.
I go, cool. Like, that's a step, and the football is better, and the style actually goes back to last season, and we're defensively resilient, and we see individuals improving as well. And it's actually the team showing something. But any adversity, we fold. I was going into games last season saying, yeah, we can beat anybody.
Yeah.
We can beat anybody. We can beat
the way
anybody.
We beat Liverpool, that turnaround when we beat Liverpool was epic. Everyone,
last season.
I thought we were gonna get smoked that day. I was like, yeah, we're getting smoked. Then just the atmosphere and just the way everything happened, and you see Ten Hag celebrating. I was thinking, yeah, this is the beginning. Oh, we were fooled. We got conned. We were conned, bro.
Facts. And like, that's what it is. I'm not now from last season where I'm like, we can beat anybody. We can lose to anybody. So people told me, oh, you're not confident going into the Copenhagen away game. Why? Like, big up to Rich, who was earlier, like, talking about the Goodison is an Everton fan being a hostile environment. You don't even have to be hostile to beat us. You don't have to be hostile to beat us. Any team can beat us. Because there's no one who's played well this season who has beat Manchester United Football Club. No one's been 8, 9, 10 out of 10 and you go, they were just exceptional today. Now we just roll over.
Facts.
We just roll over, play dead all the time, man. Any adversity. And the manager also takes blame for that. Because this is his team. This is his unit. Like, because someone said, oh, he can't play Ajax football with these players. He signed these players. That's what don't make no sense. And I'd love someone to ask him, what is Ajax football? What does that mean?
Let me just lay back and chill, man.
Yeah, like what does that mean? What is Ajax football? I wish someone had said that to me. That makes no sense. Brother. Is that possession based? Okay, so why did you make Bruno your captain? If you're trying to play possession based football, that's not him. If you're trying to play possession based football, why did you sign Mason Mount? Play possession based football. Why are you looking at a profile like Amrabat's?
Did you want Poch or ETH?
I was on the Poch train. I would Poch.
I'm thinking, listen.
I would Poch. But that being said, I think we both would have been wrong. I think he would have crumbled under this pressure. I see what he's doing at Chelsea and the things that he's saying at Chelsea. And as much as you're under immense pressure at Chelsea, you're under bigger pressure here. From when they played both
yesterday.
And he said, you had to protect the point. Yeah, you said at Bournemouth, we had to protect the point. You can't say that.
There's poison at this club. There's something in the air. It's a sickness. You feel me? If we're not careful, Højlund's gonna get sick. Like Ten Hag's been sick. He walked in. He thought he was calm. He had his immunizations. He thought, yeah, man, this era's come to an end. I'm gonna come to this club and watch. This is Manchester United, bro.
It's Man United day.
Poison is seeped through. Everyone that comes, they get what's the word? Contaminated. Mm-hmm. It's a poison, bro. Yeah. It's peak. Like, where's all the players we had last season? Where's that mad Marcus Rashford? his best season of his life. Because everyone talks about Marcus Rashford always being inconsistent, but that was his best season ever. Where's that gone? It's just disappeared. Casemiro, one of our saviors. When he wasn't playing against Arsenal, we were panicking. I was like, no, we need Casemiro. Why is he banned? Bro, where's he gone? Where is he, bro? Bro. Nah, man. This is mad, bro. This is mad. Like, we've gone... something's happening, man. Something's happened at the club. Like, I'm thinking about the whole Sancho situation. I'm thinking about Anthony. Something's happened. Ten Hag's definitely... he's either lost the dressing room or there's something really toxic going on. And we see this year after year. When I'm doing my research and I'm watching just the way we start and the way we fall off, there's a big problem. But for me, the reason why I asked you that question about Van Gaal and I asked you the question about Mourinho is because for me, in my opinion, I felt like when Ten Hag came to the team, there was an element of this is different. There's something about him that is different.
Yeah, of course.
Like,
there was a breath of fresh air. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Yeah, like, we don't know nothing about him. He's done his thing at Ajax. He's got a style of play. He's got credit in the bank, essentially, and he can be that next manager that can, come to the Premier League and, elevate himself. But the Premier League destroyed him, man. And I don't forget even the Premier League. Man United destroyed him. You can see the confidence he had at the start and how he talks now is different. He's got no cojones. His cojones is gone.
Again, the reason why his cojones is gone, pressure. What you're saying is spot on. Folded. When he folded, dinnered. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Straight dinnered. You know what I'm saying? The whole buffet. You know what I'm saying? That's what man is. You know what I'm saying? Dinnered like that, cooked. You know what I'm saying? It's a wrap. Dinnered. That's just what it is. That's what I keep going back to. Anybody who's watched me for any significant amount of time knows my thoughts on this. Like, it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just what it is. He is just... That's why when he first got here, there was confidence. Cajon era's come to an end.
Yeah.
I can change this. I'm Eric Ten Hag. Yeah. This is Manchester United Football Club. Word to Saeed. Cool. Yeah. And you showcased that last season. Now there's more expectation because of what you did. And now we're just watching you just say stupidness. You know what I'm saying? The whole Sancho thing.
So what do you think
with Duran,
is causing the pressure? If he's left last season on such a high, surely momentum should carry him through. Where do you think was the breaking point for Ten Hag? Like the exact breaking point where he's losing it, man. This is not sustainable.
There was no plan. There was no plan in the summer. I think the pressure got to him in the summer because now there's expectation on Manchester United. When you got here, we was on the floor. We was below the floor. We was with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in the sewers. Like, we was underground. Like, that's legit where we was at. We was underground. Like, Ollie, Ragnick, worst ever season, the whole Ronaldo mess, etc. The list goes on and on. So it's a question of when, at the start of last season, I was saying, run me top 6, and I'm good. At the start of last season. Run me top 6, solid style of play, cool. The expectation is easy to overachieve when the bar is so low. And he did very well, like I said, winning a trophy, second best home record, third in the Premier League, reaching the FA Cup final, beating everybody, I think, in the top 6. Apart from Newcastle. We beat the rest of the top 6. I did Newcastle, but we beat everyone at home in the Premier League as well. So you look at it, improved pretty much everybody. Bar a couple of players, everybody improved. Whether it was a little bit or substantial, a substantial amount. So now next season, everyone's looking at it going, okay, so you finished third, won a trophy, got to a FA Cup final, second best home record. You're going to get more money spent. United need this, this, and this. Okay, now you have to kick on.
Yeah.
And that's when I think he crumbled. In the summer, signing Mason Mount. First major red flag for me. I was like, what? I was like, what? I was and then no style, which again comes down to panicking.
We should have just done the false 9 thing. We should at least tried it, bro.
Basics. Why did he do the false 9? He should have done that. He should have just played this.
That one baffles me. Like, was it mind games? Like, because what? Poch did something similar where he played a certain style. Then all of a sudden he got rid of it. But I'm pretty sure Poch has gone back to it now. Ten Hag, go back to, but then he's messed up his whole thing with Sancho and that, and even this whole Sancho thing, like, it's just, Ten Hag, man, you let me down, man.
Falling out with people, Sancho, Varane,
and then we hear this Varane thing as well.
Yeah, like you just falling out with people disgruntled playing time, all this type of stuff.
And do you know what my problem is? Yeah, if you're gonna fall out with players and they're not gonna fall in line with your standards, put them with the reserves. Like, I just don't get it. When fair enough, Maguire's improved and he's building some sort of average form, which is fine. But when you didn't want to play him, put him in the reserves, because not everyone's going to do a whole Maguire thing. And that's one thing I can give to Maguire. Like, he actually stuck it out. Yes, he was talking rubbish in the media, but I think to a degree he stopped and just worked on his game and then improved a bit. Fair enough. I want to see all of our players improve. You know, I would love to see, like, Anthony to start turning up. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is, drop these players. Let them feel that, you know what, they're not rated. Fair enough, they have to train to an adequate level to qualify to play in the game. Fair enough. But if now they're playing poor in the game, there needs to be some consequences. I don't want. It's like Anthony. Okay, you play well in training, you get to play every game. It doesn't matter if you play bad in the games. There needs to be a balance. So you need to qualify for training and in the game. If you play bad in the game, you get roofed, and the next person gets a chance.
Roofed.
Yeah, roof him straight, roof it. You feel me? Trust me, I'll bring lingo, the lingos that I have around my peoples. I'm gonna introduce.
No, it is, man. That's right.
World, you feel me?
People want that's what makes you a content creator, because I'm already using Dinned. I've already told you this. I'll give you the brother. Yeah. I'm using that. Be like, word to my guy, absolutely Dinned me. You know what I'm saying?
One of my guys, big up my guy Gunner. I think it was one of my little.
It's good. Hey, shout out to, I don't know you, but shout out to you, Gunner. That's brilliant. You know, that's
when I think who I first heard it from, but it came from our little community.
It came from the circle.
Yeah, the little circle. But yeah, Ten Hag just needs to show that ruthlessness, but it's like he's scared. There's some sort of player power still happening. Like, Rashford gets to play till he's better. Like, bro, are you sure? Like, come on, like, Ten Hag, man. What's going on, man? But now he's starting to drop Rashford a little bit. So if he starts to drop Bruno, then I'm going to start to have a bit of hope. If he starts to drop players based on form, I'm going to see a bit of hope. But it's mad. We're coming from an international break. We're going to play Everton. This is a great segue. So now I want to see how we play. You know, our away record hasn't been as bad as it was last season, I don't think, in terms of we had the home record, but our away record was bad. Now it seems like our home record's a bit shaky and our away record is where it is, isn't it?
I think they're both bad. Let me actually check.
They're probably, check it.
I'm literally going to check now. Give me a sec. Go on, carry on, fam.
At the end of the day, so what I want to see now, so we're playing, when are we playing Everton?
Sunday.
Okay, we're playing them Sunday, 4:30. All eyes on us, yeah. Say no more.
Yeah,
so
great.
Cool.
Fucking fantastic.
Perfect. Goodison Park. Like, I want to see the ManDem's mentality. I just want to see how they return back to the Premier League. And then from that, when we do a next show next week, actually, next week I might even not be available. You know, I might have to go.
Yeah, no stress. We'll pattern it. All right. So just to clarify, we're 8th in both. We have got the 8th best home record, and we have the 8th best away record. That being said, though, the away record we've only played 5 away games, so we played 1 less than most around us and 2 less than some. So we're 8th. So Liverpool, Palace, Everton. Have all played, all above us have all played 1 more away game than us. Tottenham and Manchester City are 1 and 2, and they've played 2 more games than us. And yeah, we're 8th from at home. Bro. So yeah, we're 8th.
Yeah, man. I just want to see how we're gonna turn up on Sunday, and then from there I can make my analysis. You feel me? I just need to see at what state we're returning to the Premier League. And then from there, I can say, okay, cool, this is what we need to work on. But it's going to be very interesting. This weekend's going to be very interesting. You know, we're going to look at teams like Tottenham. They're missing players. We've got the big Man City Liverpool game, you know, midday, Saturday. You feel me? Tottenham and Villa is going to be interesting. Who else? Newcastle and Chelsea, 3 p.m.
City Liverpool.
Interesting. City Liverpool. So it's going to be a very telling weekend. And we're going to see where everyone's at. You feel me? Brentford, Arsenal away to Brentford as well. That's not going to be so easy. But
wait, is it Arsenal away to Brentford or is that the Emirates?
Yep. That's away. I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, 5:30.
Okay, I've not done the thumbnail yet. Obviously, I will be doing that game, people. I didn't realize. I thought it was at the Emirates for some reason. That's going to be a goodie. Hey, let's go Brentford.
It's going to be interesting.
Pride of West London, man. Shout out Brentford.
So Arsenal away, Brighton, Forest dead, Bournemouth, Sheffield.
Yeah, the rest of the games ain't really too good.
Burnley, yeah. So it's mainly City, Liverpool, Newcastle, Chelsea, Brentford, and Arsenal. And then obviously Sunday we've got Tottenham and Villa. So we're gonna see where everyone's at. We're gonna see if Tottenham have the mentality. So right now, as United, I want to see where we're at. You know, there's no point in me talking isms. What was he say yesterday?
Isms and schisms, man. Yeah, shout out to Musa, man. Hey, all these isms and schisms.
We got Musa, man. You feel me? So yeah, we're gonna see where we're at and we take it from there. What did someone say? Big up Flawless and Rhino, 2 goats right there. What's your breaking point on ETH, Rhino? I was Ten Hag's biggest fan. I watched Ajax because of him, but this ain't the same guy. He's an imposter, not gonna lie. Do you know what it is, Stuart? Big up for your comment as well. I see you're a member as well. Big up, man. Listen, you guys following Stuart's footsteps, you know? Trust me.
Link for the memberships in the pinned comment, people.
Yep. You heard it. You feel me, Stuart? So this is what it is for me. Let me get comfortable in my chair. So, cool.
Yeah, do your thing, fam.
So, the reason why I'm still Ten Hag in, even though I can diss him to the ground, is because I know we're in November and he still has time to turn it around. And like I mentioned to Flawless earlier, we still have players that are good enough, as long as they're instructed well and coached well, to at least turn this round and improve. You feel me? We should be doing better against the teams in the Champions League that we're playing with. We should be giving Bayern a good game with these players, because tactics will win in the end of everything. But the problem is these players are not following the tactics, whether it's because they're not capable enough or whether it's because they just don't have the mentality. Cool, it's either one of those. But my thing with Ten Hag is just like you said, he conned us. But I'm hoping he can realize his mistake and turn it around. So my breaking point, I think I'm going to revert back to going to December and seeing how we play. You know, I want to see some progress. I did say that if we lose against Luton, I'm Ten Hag out. You know, we scraped against Luton. Fair enough, result, you know. But if we're going to use these results to get through, there needs to be a process as to us improving. I don't want us to be scraping results, but we're just scraping results to scrape results. We need to scrape results with the result from that being that you can see something slowly. Okay, you know what? We weren't good in that game, but I can see this. Okay, next game, we weren't good, but I can see, you know, I want to see a development of something that I can have hope with. So Ten Hag, I think for me, the breaking point would be, I don't know. It just depends on my tolerance level of how long I can take no progress happening. You feel me? And then if we start to lose, if we start losing certain games, like obviously the derby, you expect us to lose, but there was no fight. It was embarrassing.
Yes, the manner in which we lost.
The manner of how we lost is bad. It brings me back to the FA Cup final. Like, we had a chance to stop these men and we couldn't. Cool. So let's see how we do against the likes of Everton. Let me even check our fixtures as well.
Yeah, I'll let you get to it because there's a couple of comments I do want to get to. Big up to everyone that is tapped in, though. I was saying just those few things you lot ask as well. So shout out to Grace. Grace, you ain't new here. So she says, I hope you're not going to kiss Shaw's ass and say he's going to save us like every other YouTuber. One, there's no need to be going at every other YouTuber. No, like, no disrespect. Secondly, as well, you know I'm not a fan of Shaw. Grace, we've spoken before because I recognize the username. You know I'm not a fan of Luke Shaw. Why would I turn around and go, yeah, Luke Shaw is going to save us? I don't think we can be saved by any one player. I think you can get the Avengers and put them together and they couldn't save us. Like, what are we doing? I'm just like, let me just clarify that. So no, I don't think he will. And yeah, Stephanie G says Everton, Galatasaray, Newcastle games are big indicators for us, and that's what Rhino was getting to. So we'll get to that in a second. And to Big A, I don't hear this excuse. The manager told you before the beginning of the season the players are not following my instructions. Okay, well, drop the players not following your instructions, because I guarantee. If you start dropping players because they are not following your instructions,
wake up and smell the coffee.
They will then, if they then don't play, guaranteed they are going to start listening to you. Discipline. It's like having kids, or looking after your younger siblings or niece or nephew or younger cousins or whatever the case may be. I think, well, not all of us, but the vast majority of us watching have probably done that in some capacity. After this, we've all been disciplined by our parents or uncles, aunts, whoever the case may be. If you're not listening to something, they will punish you. Then that will then force you to listen. So if whoever's not listening to their instructions, let's say we'll use hypothetically, let's say it's Rashford, Bruno, and Anthony. We'll use those three as examples. And this is just me using them in a hypothetical standpoint. All right, drop them, don't play them. And then when they ask you in the press conference, they just be like, and then when they ask you in the press conference, we go, oh no, they know why I've dropped them, and leave it at that. Guaranteed. Rashford, Bruno, and Anthony will listen to him. If he leaves them out 2-3 games in a row, 2-3 weeks, they don't see the squad. Guess what? They're gonna book up their ideas, because footballers want to play. That's the price. As a kid, you want, or if anyone who has any kids, like I said, they want a prize, whatever that prize is, whether it's watching a TV show, whether it's favorite food, whether it's going to a certain place. All right, we're not going to such and such because you're not bucking up your ideas, because you're not behaving in school. So guess what? You do not get this. Guarantee that kid gonna book up their ideas because they want to go to this.
Straight, bro.
Basics.
Straight.
That's just basic in anything. What are we talking about? I'm saying, like, what we doing here? So that's why I'm not hearing about the players are not followers in his instructions. And on top of that, if players are not following your instructions, guess what? That's even more of a worry. Why? Why don't you command the respect? Why don't you command the respect of your players? If that is the case. What's
changed? Like,
not hearing it.
That's mad.
Yeah.
Do you think it's the Sancho thing as well? Maybe certain man are Team Sancho, so they're just saying bun this, man.
Maybe somehow, because I would have looked, if me personally, I would have looked at him funny about that situation. Even if me and I'll even go one further. Even if me and Sancho were not cool, let's say we're not cool, but we're not friends, but there's nothing like. We just polite to each other. We're cordial. We're work colleagues.
It's amicable.
Yeah. It was amicable. Like I see him. Yes, Jaden, when he's saying it's like that. If he would have done that to I'd have looked at him funny. And I'd even go one further. Say me and Sancho didn't like each other for whatever reason. And that's any player. Pick any player. If me and any player doesn't get on and the manager just had to play, I'd be like, I might not like such and such, but he shouldn't have done it like that.
Yeah.
So I fully understand. So maybe to an extent, it's definitely potential. Definitely. You know what I'm saying? Definitely, without doubt. And to Kingdom, who says the players lack belief, you can see it in how they play. Nobody moving for each other most of the time. Poor decision making. It's not just ability issue, it's also a mental one. I think it's everything. They do lack belief. I agree with you, Kingdom. They do lack belief. Yeah, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. 110%, I think these players do lack belief. But you know where belief comes from? Within. Where's your professional pride? That's not a mental block in regards to not moving. These players hide. I'm not giving them that. They hide. Like, not running and not closing down, like, that's nothing to do with a skill. That's not a mental block. That's not wanting to be, that's just not wanting to do it. We're not saying go out there and and play 10 out of 10. I'm saying do the basics. The youth players will do that. We watch Hannibal. Hannibal's, when he's played, does that. Run around, close down. Show for the ball. Help your teammates. It's not a mental block. Like I said, these players, as much as they're not good enough from a technical aspect, mentally they don't have it also. I don't think it's a mental block. I don't think it's a mental issue. I just don't think they've ever had it in regards to when the going gets tough. Because when things are going well, it's fine. We've seen it last season.
Yeah. And when it's time to fold, they just throw the managers under the bus. We've watched them fold. Like last season, not disciplined.
we watched these players mentally fight
do their thing. Yeah.
We watch these players
100%.
mentally fight. Like the Barcelona game is a prime example of that. When we was a goal down at Old Trafford.
Yeah.
And then we come around, we turned
game.
around and said,
Beautiful.
yeah, I enjoyed the game, it was quality. The second half, we turned up. Even the away game at the new camp, we fought the entire game.
Yeah.
Even if we would have lost that 3-2.
Than we played at home, I think.
We played exactly.
Yeah.
I would have, even if we would have lost that game 3-2 away from home, I wouldn't have been upset about the performance. Because it's like, you man actually gave your all there. We just fell short from a quality standpoint.
It's mad. That day, I remember that day. I was in Stratford. I was in the shopping centre with my dad, and then I was just watching the game. Like, and obviously my dad supports Arsenal, innit? So me and him always have our little banter. You feel me? But I just remember that moment. That it felt good. Like, and I just love to see like United playing well. And it's football so emotional. You feel me? But we played well, and then Anthony, I remember Anthony's going, Anthony, you know, why can't we get a lot more Anthony moments? Like, we don't get that, man. It's mad, man. And what I want to ask you as well, actually, go through the comments. I want to talk about Anthony.
Now, go on, get to it. Yeah, go to Anthony. Floor is yours. We'll get to the comments.
With Anthony, I'll big up Grace, man. Big up.
Hey, shout out Grace. Yeah, good to see you in the chat. Big up to Grace, real one. Yeah, go on.
What do you call it? With Anthony, you know me, I like to put word my questions in a certain way. So, and it's mad because I always kind of answer my question before I ask it. Sorry. So cool with Anthony. We saw what he did when he first arrived. You know, Arsenal. He scored against City. I think he scored against Leicester or Everton. I can't remember what team it was. He scored a few goals. What do you think it is? Yes, we know he's not a great player, but do you think there's more to? Because I think Anthony's regressed. You know,
I believe
like as much as he's still not, he wasn't the best. He's gone even like further back. You feel me?
I think he's got worse.
So, what do you think it is? Do you think it's the case? Do you think it's something that all the stuff that's happened in the dressing room that's affecting everybody else as well? Do you think he's lost faith in Ten Hag himself, or even though Ten Hag always plays him? Like, what do you think's happening to these players? Like, Anthony's gone even worse, bro. Before you would see something out of him.
Yeah, he's regressed. Even like his ball carrying, even like him helping out his fullback, even him being an outlet out there. Yeah, he has regressed. I think it's just a combination of things. One, what Kingdom was talking about in regards to confidence. So I think his confidence is in the bin, 110%. On top of that, the team is also playing worse, and he doesn't have any out. And he's a team player in regards to he's a link-up player. He's not gonna pick up the ball, go past 3 players, and stick it top bins. That's not Anthony's game. He's not
pass and move.
Yeah, he's not an individual. Like Rashford will do that. Rashford can pick up the ball, kick it, run past a couple man, and well, not this season score, but like that's more in his game. He's less of a team player in that sense. Whereas Anthony's like a Sancho. He's link up.
Yeah.
He relies on 1-2s,
100%.
give on goals, even though he's not the best at that. So when you don't have any outstanding attributes going forward, which he doesn't, there's nothing he excels at going forward.
And it's scary, Flores, that you say, sorry to cut you off, that you say confidence, because that's what he needed more of to get him to a better level. And now the fact that he's lost even the little bit that he had, scary. He's terrible, bro.
And he also as well, he's not a modern day Premier League winger.
Yeah.
I've said it before, stat profile-wise. There's no winger like him that's successful in this league.
Yeah.
No one his style. You could use, like I said, you could use a Jack Grealish, but one, Jack Grealish actually he might not be the quickest, but he's powerful in terms of strength.
Powerful, yeah.
Secondly, on top of that, they're in the best system in the best team, and he's agile. Yeah. So when I say physical attributes, people, you have to have some form of outstanding physical attributes to play out wide in the Premier League and be successful, whether that's pace, whether that's power, whether that's strength, whether that's balance, whether that's agility.
Yeah.
It has to, one of those 5 things I've named. Probably normally a combination of the 5. Yeah.
Because Grealish and Shaw have similarities in terms of the way they take care of the ball, but then Shaw's just missing the agility and just the athleticism, and obviously
because Shaw from a technically he's there, like his first touch and everything. He just can't do anything else.
I think they wear their socks the same, innit? I'm sorry, like they kind of kick the ball like a gal. Like Shaw and Grealish, they kind of kick the ball like a gal. Like they got like a little kind of, they caress the ball. You feel me? Pause. You feel me? But like look after the ball. But then we're missing. It's like our players have one thing, but they're missing everything else. Mentality, physicality, how intense they can be, how much of athleticism they have, and all of that stuff. You feel me? We're always missing something. This DOF needs to come and listen. Paul Mitchell, Blanc, whatever, whoever. You guys come and save this club, bro. Come and bring
We're gonna get your thoughts on that as well.
Yeah, bring a direction to this club, man. We need to see something, man, because Man United right now we're at a stage where we need to kind of transition into the modern day club. You know, forget old school Man United FC, the treble and all of that time. Sharp View Cam, Vodafone. Forget all of that. We are flipping. What are we now? Team Viewer. Team Viewer. Oh,
Team Viewer. We suck, man. That's what we are, man. We suck.
So we need to start seeing an evolution at this club. And the only hope that I have is because we've never seen a footballing structure being created under the likes of the Glazers. So this could potentially be the first step into positivity for United, but we're just going to have to see, man. We're just going to have to see,
I believe when
man.
I see it. Grace, big up to you again for becoming a member. Much
that's why I bigged her up. Yeah.
This why to big her up again. Yeah, I know. I appreciate you bigging her up still. But yeah, big up to if you want to join the membership people.
City, massive. You feel
Facts.
me?
You know what I'm saying? Facts. If you want to join the membership people, link is in the pinned comment. I will be reaching out to members who are Sarcasm City Soldier or higher. So if you're a soldier or a general, I'll be reaching out to you in regards to the members Q&A, which will either be tomorrow or Saturday. I'm just trying to sort out some other stuff. So either be tomorrow or Saturday. People, we will give me and Rhino will give our thoughts and like lineups on the Everton game. Yeah. Well, give our lineups on the Everton game, also our predictions as well. But yeah, with Anthony, it's kind of like, yo, when you are that profile, it's not going to work. It's not.
Yeah.
When you don't have, you need to have some form of physical attributes. You don't have any. The agility is not there. The balance is not there. The pace is not there. The power is not there. The strength's not there. You need something more.
Yeah.
Like when you look at City players, like people will use Grealish, a fantastic balance, fantastic agility, strong. Bernardo Silva, balance, ridiculous. We all seen how he turned Caicedo in that City Liverpool game. Foden, balance, agile. Bernardo Silva, balance, agile. Man, I mentioned in Mahrez, Mahrez is one of the best right wingers we've ever seen. Like, but when you look at it now, there's no wingers that are like an Anthony that succeed here. There's no wingers like a Sancho. Who are link-up players who don't have them physical attributes to dominate in a game. They don't.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you lot continue to run up the likes before we close out. 5 more likes. Get us up to 50 likes, people. 50 likes. Yeah, big I agree, man. Like, yeah, Anthony, I think he'll succeed elsewhere. Yeah, I can see him succeeding elsewhere. Like, I'll look at Sancho. Big up Malcolm as well. So I don't think with Anthony it's anything else whatsoever. Hey, a big up Rhino for the super chat. Appreciate it, Rhino. Just seeing that. Like the video, big up the chat. Yeah, man, you lot run up the likes. Make sure you subscribe to Rhino on GTV. You can click the link in his name right there. Like I said, I'm going to add him to the featured channel on the page. I'm going to add his channel underneath in the description as well. But Everton, quickly, what lineup would you go with? And prediction as well.
I love a lineup, because it gives you that hope that if Ten Hag picks his lineup, we could do our thing.
We could do our thing, yeah. The lineup is
the only positive part,
Facts.
Yeah, even when you was like, oh, what did you say again? When you was like, oh, in the press conference, he should just say they know why. It was music to my ears because when you were saying it, I'm picturing Ten Hag saying, I'm daydreaming. I'm like, imagine Ten Hag did this. But listen, like up the video, people. You see, look, I'm on the panel, but I'm super chatting. You feel me?
Thanks, man. Rhino here supporting while he's here. You know, me? And big up to you, Star Lord, as well.
Yeah, big up, Star Lord. So cool. Yeah, big up, man. Have a good dinner, man, as well, Star Lord.
Yeah, big man. Up. Enjoy your food.
Line up. So Onana in goal. Reguilon on the left back. Everton away. Right back, I'm struggling because Dalot, when he plays well, he can sometimes unlock these low blocks. But I feel like the way Wan-Bissaka's been playing, and Wan-Bissaka seems to be a bit more of a nuisance now. So I think if we get that, little shifty Wan-Bissaka that's overlapping, inverting, like I love Wan-Bissaka's trajectory, like how his mentality and everything. So Wan-Bissaka right back, Reguilon left back. Centre back pairing now. Varane. What's happening with Varane?
Varane's he's available.
He's available,
Yeah, so you can play with
So we got, and Evans is injured, right?
We got Varane, Maguire, Shaw. We'll throw Shaw in the mix because he's back as well.
I think I would play Shaw and Varane.
Okay, so you drop Maguire
Shaw
first.
and Varane. Yeah. I'll play Shaw and Varane because I liked the way Shaw and Varane played against Man City when we was at home to Man City. So yeah, Shaw and Varane. And then I think I'll play a 4-2-3-1, you know. I'll play Kobe, Mainu, and Amrabat. And then I'll put, can't even put Mount in a 10. It's crazy. Like, I remember when it was kind of an option to hope that he might be an all right 10, but I want to say, I think, Bruno will have to go in the 10, innit? I was going to say Hannibal or even someone like Ahmad. You know, I feel like we might see something different with Ahmad, but
is Ahmad even available? Or is he still injured?
I don't know what's going on with him, man. I don't even know what's happening.
He's still injured.
I don't know what's happening. But yeah, so probably Bruno in the 10, pivot of Mainu and Amrabat. And the reason why I picked them two is because I feel like it's as much as it's an away game, it's still Everton, respectfully. So we need people that are gonna work. That's all I care about, work. So yeah. Bruno, probably, Bruno as a 10, even though I wish there was another option. I want to say Hannibal, but Hannibal don't really doesn't do much. Then if Palestri is injured, like Keegan,
no.
I'll put Rashford on the right, Garnacho on the left, and Højlund up front still. Who else? Yeah, Palestri's injured. Ahmad's not here. Yeah, we are starving for.
We struggling. I'm trying to think.
Yeah,
like even when I go through dynasty, so you had Onana in goal, Wan-Bissaka, Reguilon, Shaw, Varane, not Casemiro, Amrabat, Hannibal, Bruno, Rashford,
Amrabat, Mainu.
Amrabat,
Mainu, the pivot.
Mainu in the pivot.
Bruno up front because
Bruno in the 10. Yeah.
Or maybe Eriksen. Maybe Eriksen in the 10 actually.
The reason why I even put Eriksen in there, against Onana and Adrisia and Decore. Not against that midfield. Not against that midfield.
When you said that, reality hit. At this moment, he knew he fucked up.
Man, that's what I was like. As much as I'm a big fan of Eriksen, but I don't want to do that to him. Put him out there against all that pace and power.
They will eat Eriksen alive.
I'm not trying to do that, man. Have Eriksen out there with Decore.
We'll be evil for that. Yeah, we'll be evil. That's something Ten Hag could do. It's something Ten Hag could do.
Yeah, and he would play him. At least you said in the 10. Don't put him in the pivot.
Oh, God forbid.
Don't put him in the fucking pivot.
God forbid. What's Everton's lineup? Decore, you got Onana.
It's their midfield. Normally Onana, Decore, and Adrisia Gay. That's normally their midfield three.
Yeah, we definitely.
Well, it depends if he plays a back three or not. But yeah, go on.
Mainly Amrabat, man. We need ball carriers. We need people that want the ball, and we need to grab hold of that midfield. Because the only way Everton are going to beat us is in the midfield. To be honest, that's what I think personally.
To stay in the game and score prediction as well.
A bit like what Wolves did to us when they dominated us in the midfield. That's the same. Remember, I said if we lose to Everton, that's what's going to happen. It's going to be the Wolves game, but just that we got a bad result out of it. But result, Goodison Park. 4:30 Sunday, Goodison Park. Oh, Goodison Park, man. I think 1-0 United, maybe 1-1. 1-0, 1-1. I'm looking at still. Yeah.
Big up Aria Rangoon as well.
Yeah. 1-0. 1-0 United, 1-1. I'm stuck between that still. Yeah. But then I won't be surprised if Everton put belt to us and, we just capitulate, you feel me? So, yeah, man. 1-0 United, man. Scrappy goal. Scrappy 1-0 wins.
Definitely will be scrappy. 100%.
Yeah.
Definitely will be scrappy.
Who would you pick? What's your
Onana in goal, Wan-Bissaka, Reguilon. I go Varane and Maguire just because of
Maguire, the
Luke Shaw coming back, and also he has played well.
Yeah.
And also Everton's like aerial threat from set pieces and dealing with Calvert.
Yeah, you're right. That's good.
So that's why midfield is where it's tough. Amrabat, yeah.
Mainly, we don't even know if he's ready, but I just throw him
Yeah,
in there.
yeah, you know what,
feel me?
Manu, because I'd throw in, I'd go the same midfield as you, as much as I don't even want to play Bruno. There's no one else.
Yeah.
Same right wing is Rashford or Anthony, because Palestri's injured. Otherwise, I would have said Palestri, so it's Rashford. The left, I suppose, has to be Garnacho.
Anthony don't even exist to me. Anthony, oh yeah, forgot about him. I just feel proud.
Yeah, and then Højlund, you know what I'm saying? That's my team right there. That could change, but yeah, I really don't like that team, by the way, people, at all. That's
Who do you think Anthony plays better against, big teams or small teams? I know you don't play good in general.
Neither. Neither.
Who has he had his best? Okay, his best games out of his whole career since he's been here.
United, like the 2-3 games, yeah, like Barcelona.
Arsenal.
I think he played well against Arsenal.
Even Arsenal, he didn't really play that well. He scored.
Yeah, he just scored. Yeah.
Yeah. We need that Anthony back, man. His confidence is
how are you not confident? You know what's going like? I suppose I shouldn't say that because confidence can affect anybody, but like, or anybody.
If you're watching this, Anthony, we got faith in you, bro. Big up, man. You can do this. You can do this, bro.
Faith in you. I know.
Do this, bro.
This guy, yo. And Stephanie G bigger this guy. I'm done. Anthony,
you said confidence is important. You feel me?
Yeah.
So if he's watching
I'd say prove
we can't
me wrong.
Knock it down. How can we knock a man down when he's already on the pause? While he's already on the floor. You feel me? That's a bit. Yeah.
I'm not even doing that. I'm just saying I don't think you're good. I can only look at your performances. Your performances have been poor.
So if he's listening to this right now, that's your message. You have for him.
Prove me wrong.
Say it to him. Say,
prove
bro,
wrong,
I can't
Anthony,
lie.
Just prove me wrong. You've been performing poorly. You know this. It don't take me to say it. You've been performing poorly.
He knows. Yeah. He knows.
Like, that's
what Stephanie said it. If Anthony turns up now, it's me,
It's me. And that means he's watching. And if that's the case, Anthony, hey, share on the Instagram or something. Swear you got like millions of followers in that. How about you share my channel on the gram?
Come on, bro.
Super chat. I even asked him for your money. Just share me on your gram. There we go. Just at me at That's Me Flawless. I Rhino on UK official at Sarcasm City TV. Hey. Yeah, please. That's what man can do. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, Good says who's worse, Mudrick or Anthony? Both cheeks. Two cheeks of the same ass. That's what they are.
Yeah.
Big up Flawless, big up the Sarcasm army in the building, big up to El Padrino. And yeah, just quickly, Stephanie G. I didn't know about Wan-Bissaka as well, like in regards to him being ill. But yeah, we move. Hey, Nero,
what? Let me even find that so I can read it and process that. Wan-Bissaka's always ill, bruv.
That's what Stephanie G has said. That's news to me though, so I don't know about
always
all that.
Ill.
I don't know about all that. But anyway,
Keegan, no, I don't rate Anthony Keegan. I don't rate Anthony, man.
I'm saying big up Big Six Bands.
We're having a bit of bants. Oh, look.
Yeah, because I'm on their channel, Big Six Bands, because I'm going to be over there shortly.
See how I did that? We're having a bit of bants about Anthony, you feel me? Yeah. So, yeah. No, we don't rate Anthony. We're just having a bit of, a little bit of a laugh. We're having a little bit of a laugh.
That's all we can do. Rhino having jokes. Yeah. Months, I'm on my way over, man.
He's on his way. We're closing out. But big up Big Six Bands as well. I watched that as well. Big up Corey. You feel me?
Yeah, man. Big up the whole Big Six Bands gang. Just big up the whole Flawless. Mudrick ain't us. All right, cool. A guy with 2 goals in 30-odd games ain't us. All right, cool.
Anthony scored more than Mudrick, isn't it? No? Anthony's got more assists.
I'm not doing this.
It's crazy,
I'm not doing this whatsoever. But Stephanie G says, Mr. Motivators, Flawless and Rhino. Perform well, I praise you. What I say don't matter. I can't control you out there on the pitch. If you perform well, guess what? I'll sit here and say 2 things. 1, you played very well, and 2, I was wrong. If you play well over a consistent period of time. But all you might have been putting up stinkers. That's just legit what it is. It's putting up hella stinkers. But Rhino, let them know where they can find you.
Listen, as you can see here, Rhino MGTV. So if you go on YouTube and type Rhino MGTV, obviously Flawless is going to put it. I think you said you got someone that you put it. So big up.
Yeah, I'm going to underneath in the description of all the live streams.
Okay,
I need to do that. I'm going to do that tonight. I'll do it tonight.
So Rhino MGTV on YouTube. I did a Rivals talk yesterday, so I'm getting back into the swing of things. I've been talking to Flawless behind the scenes as well, so just working on getting that consistency back. Obviously, I got my Sunday shows, 9 p.m, Red Pill, Blue Pill content. But yeah, Rhino MGTV on YouTube. Big up the chat as always. It's always love. Big up Keegan as well. Make sure you subscribe, my bro. I want to see, that subscription. You feel me? I'll be much appreciated with that. Big up Big Six Bands as well. Obviously, Flawless is heading over to that. So make sure you guys go over to Big Six Bands. Big up all of the panel on that channel as well. And the Sarcasm City, as always. Big up the Sarcasm City Massive. Big up the new members. Big up the new people in the chat. Big up the regulars. it's all love. You feel me? You guys make it what it is. You feel me? So on the way out, if you haven't already, like the video and make sure that you tell your peoples about Sarcasm City TV and Rhino MGTV. And you feel me? We're here, man. We're live.
Facts. Love to everyone that has locked in. We'll be back tonight, people. You know what I'm saying? 11 p.m. UK time, so slightly earlier. 11 p.m. UK time, the Manchester United Arsenal show. So another one of the ManDem United crossovers, ManDem United podcast, gonna talk from the Arsenal podcast. TJ's not around. Cam is. I got a couple special guests on there. Supposed to have a special guest on this show, but because we moved the show, couldn't get him on. So we're gonna get him on next week. Don't worry about that, people. Ori Goon, big up to you for subbing to Rhino as well. Rhino MGTV. But like Monster said in the chat, I'm moving over late, people. So I'm heading over to Big Six Bands, but I'm gonna redirect you lot to Lewis's channel anyway, because he's doing Capital Conflict. I just need you to put in capital letters Chelsea a 10th. That's what I need you lot to do in this chat. Just put Chelsea a 10th. You know what I'm saying? That's all I need you lot to do. Chelsea a 10th in his chat. That's legit it. But love to everyone that's locked in. This has been the ManDem United podcast live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Big up.